Let's talk about some DNF Duel, huh? Let's react to these videos. I actually got all of the videos queued up so we can talk about it a little bit. The beta actually drops tomorrow, I guess tonight at midnight? I'm not really sure the exact time that it drops, but you'll be able to download it from the PlayStation Store. What's really cool is that it seems like all of my predictions came true. Let's check it out. Starting with the Dragon Knight. She plays almost like Zoe 2.0. Whether that means she'll be as good as the Grand Blue versus Zoe or not remains to be seen. I'm not really sure though, just because Grand Blue versus Zoe wasn't very good, so hopefully they took the adjustments from that puppet character style and added it to this character and made it a better starting character. But let's check it out. People are gonna be... This is gonna be the character besides Striker for Coomers for sure, bro. So she has, like, she shoots fireballs, but what decides when fireballs get shot? That's gonna be really important going forward. The super sick. Called it. Summoning the dragons is pretty cool. Honestly, it's literally just Zoe 2.0. I really liked Zoe, so we'll see if this character is as cool. But the cool thing about Zoe that I really liked was that her abilities were all lightning based, not fire based. And that's kind of the thing for me. The next one that got released was Vanguard. Let's check that one out too. This one I'm really excited for. Oh, he's got Aura, bro. He's got Spirit Crusher, dude. Oh man, this character is gonna be like... Oh man, depending on how like plus these buttons are and how like well they can exert pressure, these big slam buttons and how much damage it does, it's gonna be really crazy to see this character. This will probably be the first one I try out, to be honest. Its super is sick too. I'm really excited for Vanguard because that's what I played in DNF Duel, was the Demonic Lancer. So it'll be interesting to see where the Vanguard ends up. But we might have to pick somebody else if the Vanguard's not very strong. Because you know, I'm not trying to play no low tiers. Alright, Kunoichi, let's check it out. We didn't really get to see much from the trailer from Dungeon Fighter Online because it was all explosions. Okay. Looks like they have a burn effect, which is kind of cool. So I wonder if that deals damage over time. Oh, nice tornado. That's sick. That looks really cool, actually. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Heck yeah. Pretty cool. Honestly, not my favorite character. I don't like... I want to say I don't like the ninjas with all the fire jutsu, but then I played Bang, so I don't know. But that was like right when I first got into fighting games, so it's a little different. And then lastly, was a little bit of a surprise. So I checked out the picture, and it looked like it was Avenger. I wasn't gonna lie. Like I kind of like looked at it as like, oh, there's a hood there. It could be Avenger. It could be Crusader. But I'm actually really excited that it is in fact Crusader. But I'm also a little disappointed because if it were Avenger, then we'd have like a dark, like an evil class almost. Where's like the Belial? Where's the Hazama? Where's the Happy Chaos of the cast, man? None of these characters are like that. The edgiest character in this cast is Hitman. And you know what? Our System Works has to have one edgy character. It's required by law. He has a cool costume. It's basically the costume from the game, but I like it. Command grab. Nice. Yo, Aegis Reflector? Word. And he gets the disco ball? Hell yeah. I actually think this character looks so sick too. Although this cinematic, I don't know, the cinematic supers might get old after a little bit, if you know what I mean. Like, if these cinematic supers are all just like really long like they are in Grand Blue Versus, it'll kind of get old. Like, I already kind of get tired of seeing Tyrant Rave, right? Like, so if they only have one super per character and they're all this long, I'm gonna get so bored. I'm gonna get so bored of these supers. But that is all 10 characters. All 10 characters. I assume that is what will be for the beta, unless we see something new tomorrow. We're gonna get these 10 characters for the beta. All look really cool, by the way. But if that's it for the beta, then that means that we're actually missing a few classes. I was wrong yesterday, by the way. I realized that, or I was wrong on my last video. I realized that the female priest actually did get a character because of the Inquisitor. Duh. But we are still missing 4 characters, I believe, that would all have interesting subclasses that I think would be very diverse. So here's the subclass list, or the character list for DFO. You guys have seen this before if you've seen my last videos. So we're currently missing the female Slayer. We have the male Slayer Berserker, but we're missing female Slayer, female Gunner. We're missing the male Mage and the female Mage. 4, not 5. The Creator and Dark Knight are sort of like, they're cool classes, but they're sort of like event classes. Like, if you've ever played MapleStory, there are characters that like get released for events, and they're not like the base class. These 2 characters are kind of like that. And that leaves the female Mage, the male Mage, the female Gunner, and the female Slayer. And you guys have already heard me talk about the female Mage and the female and the male Mage, and what I'm hoping to see. Battle Mage being what I hope we see from the female Mage, and from the male Mage either Ella Bomber or Glacial Master. The female Gunner, actually, I think the character that we'll see is going to probably be the Launcher, but I personally would rather see the Mechanic, because the Mechanic's a set play sort of character. So this, I'll show you both, but this is basically what the Mechanic does. So they set down robots that do their bidding for them, and they can shoot lasers, guns, bullets, stuff like that. Like a huge set play. Not exactly like, I guess, a zoning class, like you could call it a zoning class, but I'm hoping we see it more in terms of like being able to set up something ahead of time on Oki and then get that on Wake Up, kind of like Milia does with her disc. And then the Launcher is what I think we'll actually end up seeing. And that's, as you can see, big guns, the character, to oppose the Ranger, who is more like Happy Chaos, or like Dante from Devil May Cry. So like, as you can see, they have huge rocket launchers, a big ice gun, just all these huge guns that they get to use to blow people up with. So again, another probably zoning class, but a little less interesting in my opinion, because it's more basic than like set play. And the female Slayer has a lot of cool classes. So they have Swordmaster, which is just like, hey, you're, you know, basic like, you know, swordsman, and you get like a master at arms kind of thing. You have the Demon Slayer, which is the mage swordsman, like a spell sword with evil powers, which is pretty cool. Kind of like the Berserker though, so I don't think we'll see it. And then I think the one that we will see will be the gosh, how do you even pronounce this word? Vagabond? I think that's I don't know, but I think that's it. Vagabond. Vagabond? Nah, I don't know. Anyways, basically the samurai class, which is what I expect we'll see if they do get a female Slayer in the game. You can kind of expect like the samurai character from Grand Blue Versus, same idea, right? Big slashes, samurai techniques, long dashes, lotus petals going everywhere, that kind of thing. Which, honestly, it's not a bad character design, right? That's a cool character concept. You have to have one of those characters. Pickin's that character in Guilty Gear, you know? But you gotta have one, at least one, for every game. So I feel like this is what we'll probably see. So the DNF Duel beta is looking pretty promising, honestly. I think it's gonna look pretty fun. It seems like you're not really having like rapid cancels or Roman cancels. Somebody mentioned earlier having like long combos. I don't think it'll be much longer than like Grand Blue versus. You're not gonna have like Dragon Ball Fighter Z combos, that's for sure. It's like Strive would probably be the top end of the length of combos for this game. It's gonna be very a lot like slower paced, but probably faster paced than Grand Blue versus is. So if you're used to Strive, probably not quite as fast. I don't think there are air dashes, but we can't really tell yet. They've done a really good job keeping the actual gameplay under wraps, which is unfortunate because we want to be able to talk about it, but hey, we have a beta tomorrow, so we're gonna find out. I went out and bought my janky PS4 controller. I bought this because I have a Call of Duty 3 PlayStation 4 base edition from way back in the day. I booted it up. I've got remote play ready to go. So tomorrow I'll be streaming. We're gonna be doing some DNF Duel beta, figuring out. I'll probably play like every character, to be honest, but I'm most looking forward to the Demonic Lancer and the Priest. Maybe the Gunslinger as well. ASW trailers, so of course short and to the point. Not much to talk about with regards to the actual videos because they're all about 20 seconds long. But there's definitely a ton of potential in this game, and hopefully you aren't deterred from playing it just because Strive's out and it's like the game to play right now. I think that ASW is coming out with a really sick game with DNF Duel. It's built on the back of a very successful franchise, and I hope to be seeing you guys out in the lobbies. Hopefully better lobbies than Strive. Maybe they learned their lesson. I don't know. I don't believe in ASW anymore when it comes to lobbies, though. They do it a new way every time, and it somehow always is terrible. So I'm not surprised Strive lobbies suck, because they've always sucked. But the game will be cool when you actually get into it. And I will see you guys in it tomorrow night. But that's going to be it for this video. As always, like and subscribe if you can, and like the content. And catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv _symbolist_, so we can play some games together. Have a good one, guys.